picking up the mid-range hunter.
Did we get the bands?
We did not get the bands, but
That's alright.
yeah, we will.
I suspect Real Terror must have banned it.
Yeah, and our XX2Xs could ban the aggro shaman, like usual. Like shaman is such a consistent class, right? Such a powerful class.
Sometimes you just ban Shaman because it's Shaman.
Exactly.
Sometimes you just put Shaman in your lineup because it's Shaman.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why it seems a bit out of place for Real Terror. We are going to see the coin out on the Fiery Bat, giving him a little bit of tempo towards whatever RXX plays on his turn 2.
This is this is really nice too, because since he's playing on the Warrior, he can also follow up the Doomsayer if it really needs to. So definitely, it's not a waste of using a coin or not.
And the hero power against Hunter is always going to be useful. Your health total is constantly moving up and down. You want to edge it above.
Yeah, definitely. So during the Hunter right now, he only has 2 mana right now. He just actually decides to hero power. What do you think about that? I actually thought of developing the freezing trap instead.
So what's going to happen is next turn, you don't really have a play next turn either. You have nothing that you can expect them to deadly shot.
Again, since he doesn't really have a turn 4 play as well.
And now he could even freezing trap plus just tapping the button, right?
Just tapping it.
Shooting the bow.
Yeah, just shooting at the bow.
Yeah.
Ooh, so the Acolyte is being played right now. So
the freezing.
Freezing definitely counters it. It does starve the Warrior quite a bit. Like, you don't really want it to draw into the reactive cards because, in my opinion, mid-range hunter does fall out of steam fairly quickly. Like depending on how much threats is on the board or how much aggressive it pushes or overextended.
But threats on the board, it does run out of steam. But I'm looking at Ram Wrangler right here. Yeah. That's not a card I see often.
Yeah.
That card has so much RNG in it.
Yeah.
You can either get the Jeweled Scarab or you can get the King Crush.
Yeah, the King Crush.
To just come in and charge.
It's a huge range. Like, even for mid-range hunter, I see a lot of people play it, and sometimes a lot of people don't play it as well. They usually substitute it with cards like Kodo or Tiger. Like, there's a lot of...
when you get that win with Gazrilla, it's the best feeling in the world, right?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, Real Terror dropping this Doomsayer here, looking to drop Thorazan next turn to reduce his hand a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of a preemptive thing here. Maybe RXX will see that, Hunter's Mark and Unleash, but he seems to just be passing with the hero power. He doesn't really want to drop the Savannah and give up all that value.
Playing a Doomsayer is actually a pretty heads-up play too, because he did play it on 6 mana curve. It does prevent Savannah Jaime, which we do see. So he is delaying a turn from Savannah Jaime, and it allows him to set up for a future, for a better turn.
It's killing 2 birds with 1 stone in this scenario.
And once you have 0 cause shield slams, that's quite good.
And he has to 2 for 1. It's perfect here. That Hunter's Mark is actually... That's a card that's very, very useful in this matchup, and using it on a 5/5 that could have been killed by a kill command, or something like kill command, or a minion plus a quick shot, or a weapon. Using that Hunter's Mark that could get so much more value, I think is going to put RXX a little bit behind in this matchup.
Yeah, definitely. Also, I don't see a lot of people running the Hunter's Mark either. That's also a flex pick too. Like, some people actually prefer the Deadly Shot, just because you don't really have to waste it.
But maybe he has 1-1, mixing it up a little bit. I do like the Unleash here, kind of cleaning up a little bit. Oh, is he going to Ram Wrangler?
Oh, I like it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see.
Drum roll.
Drum roll.
Okay.
King Crush.
Okay.
That's so good.
Yeah, carry on my way.
That's what I was going to say. Carry on my way with drop. That's pretty good too. Like, playing Unleash the Hound, you can also pop the Divine Shield. So Real Terror doesn't get that much efficient trades because you don't really want the Warrior getting those kind of trades.
And Carrion Grub does trade fantastically into the Cthulhu's Chosen.
Yeah. I actually like to play the more expensive one.
Exactly.
Yeah, it allows you to have a little bit more flexibility for the 2 mana.
Yeah,
just because it's just so sticky. Like, it just denies all the single target removals that the Warrior actually has.
It's a 6 mana 10 9.
I know, right?
That dies, survives
so much value. So much value.
How does a Control Warrior deal with it?
I'm so surprised, mid-range.
It's a 5 mana 6/5.
6/5.
Activate a target friendly minion's death rattle.
Yeah.
So you can put that on a Sylvanas and Cairn. Again, a Savannah Jaime.
Yeah.
The golden one. Glowing purple.
Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Real Terror, that is going to get hurt really badly by the Savannah Jaime. As 6/5 plus 4/6 equals, you know.
Yeah. Although they do
Unhappy
look,
realtor.
yeah, although they look pretty good taunts, but they are actually going to get countered.
And he does not want his minions to die that quickly. So getting the second Savannah High Main in play,
Playing it like that shield slam, it's been holding for like many turns. Like possibly if our XX2XX is full, just so he can generate card draws with the Acolyte with the 2/1/1 tokens. That's actually pretty good. That just generates like two draws.
That's very good, yeah.
So we're gonna see what he draws that he can actually counter this board with. So you picked up the Ravaging Pool. That's so good. It actually generates a lot more card draws.
Wow.
Can potentially even pick up an Execute to actually deal with.
So here, personally, I definitely like shield blocking, shield slamming the 5, and then doing it. Because then you're just getting 4 2/2s on board.
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with things for the brawl. All the death rattle's gone, and you can just. For instance, now he would have 2/1/1s.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So it's just a little bit of, you know, it would have been 2/2/2s, 2/1s, but that's, you know, these are hard if I get brawled here.
Yeah, definitely.
So maybe you have to just hope he doesn't have it and go face, or you just you could stay back a little bit. But personally, I like doing the Call of the Wild as well. Just getting a lot more pressure on board, going face with all this damage, you know, that's what hunters do best.
Yeah, definitely. He can't really trade here. He is going to run out of steam against the control warrior. Because definitely the
second brawl pickup is just gonna
disgusting.
Shield block, armor up. Real Terror actually is. Even though with 2 brawls, that's 5 guaranteed damage plus the hero power, that's 7. You're only gaining 2 health per turn. Unless that brand sees another Ancient Shield Bearer, I'd say this is pretty even right now.
Yeah,
maybe a little edge versus with Real Terror, just because the
hard comeback, like mechanism that he has in his hands. Right now, he's going to consistently draw. And we do see
Justicar True Heart. Justicar is going to upgrade Real Terror's hero power from being the scrawny little armor up to the manly giant tank up, which doubles the amount of health you gain per turn, and completely counteracts and reverses the 100 hero power. Not only does it, you know, you have to pay 2 mana to make it so I'm not gaining 4 every turn and falling so far ahead, but I'm still going to gain 2. No matter what you do, I'm gaining health. We do see a Sylvanas in the fire, but it's unfortunate that RXX doesn't get to.
He definitely needed that just to win too, because he is running out of steam. I don't see him putting that big of a pressure on board.
I think he was really hoping for a Houndmaster there.
Yeah, definitely.
Houndmaster definitely would have filled out his turn. It would have been a great card to push a little bit extra damage. And it's kind of hard. It makes all your minions a little bit. Could we maybe, even when this dies, you're going to put 2. You might even just put 2 of them back in your deck.
Yeah.
Wow.
I actually love that. I love that combo. Just like if Cthulhu dies.
Oh. He doesn't have Ancient Shield Bearer. He doesn't have Justicar. You just really want to draw your second Call of the Wild next turn. You know, hoping that. He doesn't play the kill command. That's very interesting.
Yeah, that's very interesting too. I find it a little bit weird just because he is on the clock. You do see a 12-12.
You're losing next turn.
Exactly.
What are you drawing to win the game? Maybe a deadly shot. Maybe that's what he was on.
Or maybe he just wants to rally off the kill command. Just because he doesn't see the just Ooh, we do see the King's Ally.
Can he survive another turn with this King's Ally?
If he...
that was close! That would have been a random bounce effect into another random effect. So close game.
Oh man. If the King
game
Crush
1 is going to go to Real Terror.
Real
very well played by both guys.
Very, very well played. So we've been saying that